Hey guys, this is Devashish and welcome to our first video of Ignite Motorrad Rides. Now so far we've done quite a few review videos of different bikes in which we tell you how they are to ride on different types of roads, varying surface conditions, their specs, features, if they're worth the price and more. However, a lot of viewers are interested in a bike's long distance touring ability and that's the information we're going to be giving you in this video. I set off with my teammate and very good friend Urveesh on a 280km one-day ride to Satara from Pune to see what's what. We'll be covering two bikes in this video, the Pulsar NS200 BS6 and Royal Enfield Himalayan BS6. I'll be giving you a detailed analysis of how both bikes are for long distance touring as well as on very damaged broken roads which we encountered later. The links for the separate reviews of both bikes are in the description, so check those out too. Now sit back, relax and enjoy the ride. First of all, I'd strongly recommend this route to all riders. Pune to Satara via Khambatki Ghat makes for an awesome, moderately long, strain-free ride. You get a fair share of high-speed highway runs and twisty, inclined and jaw-droppingly scenic mountain passes as well. For 1.5 lakhs on-road Pune, no bike in the same price bracket comes close to the NS200 BS6's 24.5 bhp 199.5cc engine paired to its 6-speed transmission. The highway is where that 6th gear really shines as you can truly exploit that top-end performance. Cruising at 120 is a breeze and you can even stretch way past that. But be advised, only do that after analyzing the road, traffic and being in total control of the bike. If your subconscious gives you a red light, back off the throttle immediately. Long rides like this should be done only in complete riding gear. Ideally, you should wear a full face helmet, well-padded motorcycling jacket, padded trousers, gloves and riding shoes. I'm putting the link of our video about basic riding gear in the description. You'll get a basic idea of what to and what not to buy from that. We're uploading a more comprehensive one soon, but my point is don't ride without wearing the appropriate and protective riding gear. Back to the bikes then. The posture of the NS does make you lean forward ever so slightly, but this doesn't result in any major long-term discomfort, and the standard 2 to 3 halts to stretch a bit was more than enough. Halts are very important during rides. You should take occasional breaks to hydrate, have a quick snack, use the restroom and stretch a bit. In terms of riding comfort, this fully touring ready 2.6 lakh rupee Royal Enfield Himalayan is in its own universe. The plush seat, perfectly set handlebars and the forward set foot pegs make this bike a truly phenomenal tourer. The fuel economy indicator and compass are also very useful additions to the instrumentation. The panniers, tank bag and top box on Urveesh's Himalayan were enough for keeping both of our stuff, and even after emptying almost my entire backpack into the RE's panniers, the bike's total storage was still less than 70% full. The Himalayan BS6's 411cc engine is a departure from conventional Enfield engines and is definitely more refined. 24.3 bhp feels decent on such a heavy bike but results in a slightly less impressive top end. However, it compensates with 32 Nm of torque, which is what you need on a sturdy, imposing dual sport loaded with luggage. The Himalayan 2 can stay at 120 all day and even go past that. This motorcycle is an amazing tourer and its high-speed stability is also mind-blowingly good. However, what would have perfected the bike would be a bit more power and a 6th gear. The lack of a 6th gear was severely felt on this trip, especially on highways. Royal Enfield have put some serious thought into making this a hugely capable mile muncher, and that becomes evident as soon as you ride this machine. Now coming to the 3 types of roads we encountered. Firstly, highways. Here you can really let your machine stretch their legs as long as you know your bike's limits as well as yours and are wearing the right gear. Max out each gear speed by shifting just before the red line if you want to see just how quick those wheels can spin. But be aware of your surroundings at all times and be prepared for anything. On the whole ride, you and your biking partner should never ever lose sight of each other and should be within clear audible distance of each other's horns. Pre-decided gestures to inform your riding partner of an action are a must. For example, Urveesh and I had decided hand gestures for things like slow down and stop, in addition to the need to halt being expressed by 2 consecutive horns. Now we went via Khambatki, which is a really nice and interesting ghat. It's twisty, fun and has amazing views. The inclines are pretty exciting as well, and the tunnels are places where you can really downshift and hear your exhaust wail, if that's the kind of thing you like. However, when you're in a ghat, you should always beware of heavy traffic and be attentive at all times to make the most of these spectacular roads. The roads of Kaspatar were really terrible and the Himalayan came into its own in this area. The suspension and shock absorbers are truly astounding, as is the posture and the dual sport wheels. On the Pulsar, I wasn't doing as well and I even hit an off-road patch at 100 km per hour and had to stand up and control the bike, whereas Urveesh on the Himalayan was totally unscathed and unbothered by this incident. He just kept on going. Dual channel ABS on the Himalayan really helps here, especially where the Pulsar has single channel. You really start to panic when you have to brake all of a sudden, as you have that fear of the rear wheel locking up and slipping. Standing up is okay on both bikes, but it's much more comfortable on the Himalayan. So that's it for this video guys. Please like, comment, subscribe and share, and let us know in the comments where you want us to do our next ride and on what bikes. Ride safe.